Hi there. Still at this. Um, if you haven't seen any of the videos, all good. What I'm fascinated by lately is attention and whether we're focusing our attention on the outside world, like everything really, except for us, or the inside world, right? There's a lot of really cool things that can kind of blossom out of this if we take a look at this model. So I want to take a look at it a little bit more today, tonight, whenever. So basically, outside, let's say we were just taking the opinion of people around us, right? That would be fame, right? Makes sense. But I would suggest to you that if we took the attention, the excuse me, the primacy, the weight of the opinions from inside of us, that would be self-esteem. No more capitals. Self-esteem. Yeah? Fame, self-esteem. So, what about creation? All right? So, I would suggest to you that constantly taking in impressions from outside is a type of absorption. And that could be learning. You know, these aren't necessarily negative things, but I want to set these off. Absorption from the inside. This is creativity. Right? Creative. From the outside, it's reactive. Whoops. Reactive. And I'm not going to do creative again. Creative. All right. So why do we talk about this? Is this obvious? Like, does this matter? Well, I guess for some of us, for me, it definitely matters. It's something I've been thinking about a lot. But I came across, probably better if it's a bit glary. I came across a really cool definition, like a bunch of terms by Deepak Chopra. Whatever you think of him, I thought these were really cool. Right? So basically, his idea is that to take truth or proof from the there we go, saved it. From the outside is object proof. Right? To take truth or proof from the inside is subject proof. And these things can switch back and forth all the time, you know? But also, I think, thinking about this, have you ever felt a time when you knew you were right, but the whole world, well, or at least your world, the people around you told you you were wrong? I think we can all understand this. Or maybe there's something that goes vice versa, that the rest of the world took, it took a long time for you to come to grips with, and the other world, the larger world kind of understood it. I think this is really interesting. But what's really interesting here is that in a shamanic sense, I've done a little bit of study in this. These are not truths, right? This proof, it doesn't mean it's a truth. These are dreams, right? These are a whole bunch of dreams that link up with each other. so I work at a company. There's a lot of people in this company. It's a worldwide company, but regardless of what the company does, or whether I'm at home or not, or whether I enjoy it, or I'm at the top or I'm at the bottom, this company is made up of thousands of dreams, right? That company doesn't really empirically exist like this table, the company is a building. It's a bunch of equipment. Yes, it's products. They're printed with the logo. There's checks. Thank God for that. There's the logo on it. But that company's a dream. A whole bunch of dreams that make this up. Just like we, the celebrity system, or actors and movies. That's really dreamy. Again, I'm not trying to add an value judgment to this, but these things, some of them are set up by default, is basically what I'm trying to say. Sometimes we don't have nearly as much choice which dream we're going to hook onto than we think we do. But it is possible to get more choice. It's important to get more choice. That's part of, what they call enlightenment, individuation, the hero's journey, self-development. But there's no guarantee that this will happen in the world, right? You could be an extremely successful person and not have any real self-development. And I think we're seeing a lot of that lately, or we always have. The difference is power over people versus power with people. And once you have sort of subject proof, creativity, self-esteem, power from the inside, you don't really want to take power over people. Why would you? You have power over yourself. So you would let people have that dream. So I'm trying to unpack this for a bit. This is one of the ways I wanted to look at it, but there's a couple really cool quotes. So if we think about this as a dream of the outside versus a dream of the inside, or information or attention, Gilles Deleuze, the French philosopher, said, if you're trapped in the dream of the other, you're done for. He said something a little ruder than that, but we'll just leave it at that, right? If you're trapped in the dream of the other versus your own, you're done for. And William Blake said, it's on my business card, that's how much I like it, I must create a system or be enslaved by another man's. I will not reason and compare. My business is to create. Right? These guys are much smarter than me, and they're saying the same thing. One more, Alberto Villalodos. He's Villalodo. Anyways, he's a shamanic teacher. He's great. A lot of his stuff on YouTube. His teacher told him there are two types of people in this world: those who dream and those who are being dreamed. I know. It's a lot to unpack, but it's always happening. So much so that we don't notice it anymore. But what's fantastic is that we can direct it. We can truly have a choice in whose dream we're choosing. There are times when you have to hook on to another person's dream. That's fine. I go to work. I like my job. I get paid. All good. That's another person's dream. But when I come home at work, 5:01, I drop that dream and I do my own thing. I do my own writing. It's very important that I have that dream of my own. I know that my situation is different from most people. I don't know. You could be someone who has the job, but they also have a family. So that's a bunch of dreams in together. That's cool. That's beautiful. It's noble. But it's really interesting to think of what's coming from what you're trusting from the outside and what you're trusting from the inside, right? What dream you're just sort of hooking on to by default or through necessity or duty or whatever, versus when you're able to tune into your own. If you do at all. Maybe you don't. Maybe that's not important to you. Okay, cool. But I just thought that was really interesting. maybe you do too. So I'm going to keep going on this and find a way to unpack it another way. But that's some food for thought. And this is something that's worked for me. It might not work for you, but I have found success with this. That's why I'm trying to display it. Otherwise, wouldn't have been tested. But this has given me a lot of joy. It's taken a lot of work, and it still will. But I've been really grateful for the teachers that have come who have helped me out with a lot of this. And yeah, you might find that value as well. And that's all good. Anyways, take it easy. Good luck out there. And dream on, man. Dream on.